Keloland crew, once again bringing all three state tournaments to you over the TV. Tonight's first game, the Freeman Flyers versus the Midland Vikings. Midland, last year's State B runner-up to McIntosh. Tommy, when you talk about the Midland Vikings, the Petoskey twins come right over. We saw a lot of them last night, and the two brothers, you look at the stats, they almost, combine for 40 points a game. They're tough to stop.
The Flying Petoskies, yeah, they're very good. They were in the tournament, as you said, last year. Corey leads them with 22 points a game, and his twin brother Kevin at 15 points a game, and they are just fun to watch. Corey Petoskey, the master of the baseline, and he'll be fun to watch. Midland, of course, was second last year to McIntosh. Freeman was second in the tournament 2 years ago when Armour beat him in overtime. That Austin Littleborg shot in a great State B final. But Freeman has a lot of those football kids that won the State B the 9B championship this year. Actually, it was the 9A they were up this year, but they've got a lot of good athletes. And from talking to some of these Freeman people, they're a little streaky maybe, but if they come out and play the game they're capable of, they are a very good team. So we'll see tonight. Midland, of course, following those Petoskey boys, they are tough.
They are tough, and when you talk about being a streaky team, this is the time to put the streak together right around region and district times. You're watching the Mountain Dew pregame show here at Keloland TV. If you missed it earlier in this afternoon's games, a couple of good ones. Slow starting games, but they ended up to be pretty good matchups. The defending champs from McIntosh outlasted Marion down the stretch 73-55, and then in the second game, Corsica and Frederick Hecla. It was kind of a wacky game. Slow start, as I mentioned at the half, kind of sloppy game, a lot of turnovers, but Corsica ends up beating Frederick Hecla in overtime by the final of 66-61, and here's how they got into overtime. With time basically running out of the game, Corsica had a chance to tie the game and send it into overtime. And here it is for you right there. Luke Scrivers at the free throw line. He intentionally missed the ball. Corsica gets the rebound with virtually time running out, 1 second left. And Justin Noteboom with the shot heard around the State Bees. That ended up tying the game, and as I mentioned, they went into overtime. Corsica pulled out a thriller, 66-61. So Corsica's next challenge doesn't get any easier. Now you have to go ahead and face McIntosh tomorrow night in the semis, but just thankful to be there if you're Corsica Comet today.
That was just a weird inning. We've seen a lot of teams try stuff like that, miss a shot and kick it up. How many times do you see them actually make it and send a game to overtime like that? That was
exactly
a wild finish. Saw some of the Iroquois fans there, Iroquois in Castlewood, coming up in the second game tonight.
Should be a couple of good ones. We'll check out the starting lineups after we take a short time out. You're watching the Mountain Dew pregame show at Keloland TV.
Championship 99, the Boys State B, is sponsored by Norwest, your community financial solutions store, providing to the nth degree products and services. Dakota Care, your best surprise is no surprise. South Dakota State University, knowledge for life. South Dakota Trial Lawyers Association, standing up for South Dakota. Your local electric cooperative, a Touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections. Your South Dakota State Farm insurance agents, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Subway, the way a sandwich should be.
There's a special kind of commitment to customers at Norwest. We're here ready to help 24 hours a day. And that's why we created Norwest Free Checking.
And our new money-maximizing portfolio management account.
It's about people. Norwest. It's about friends. Norwest.
You want financial solutions that make life easier.
And that's exactly what we do.
It's about people.
Some people buy cut-rate car insurance figuring they'll probably never have a claim. But then something goes wrong, and there's no State Farm agent to turn to for help. So the choice is yours. Go with a State Farm agent who will be there for you, or go it alone.
People, they come in all different shapes and sizes. And what's right for one isn't always right for another. That's why U.S. West offers Custom Choice, an innovative phone package that lets you choose from 17 features, including your phone line, for just $29.95 a month. So call today and get the phone service that's just right for you. Custom Choice from U.S. West. One more reason, life's better here.
It's a winter wipeout at all 3 Fisher stores. New stocks coming in. The old stock's gotta go, so we're wiping out all living room, dining room, bedroom furniture, and mattresses. Plus, buy now without wiping out your savings. That's nothing down, nothing in interest, and nothing in payments for 1 calendar year if paid in 1 year. We're wiping out our showroom, and you won't wipe out your budget during the winter wipeout at all 3 Fisher stores in Rapid City.
Wipeout.
Championship 99, the Boys State B, is sponsored by American Dairy Association and your local dairy farmers. Sioux Valley Hospitals and Health System, there is a difference. Northwestern, America's best service experience. Roan Palak, balanced pre-corn herbicide. Weeds don't get a second chance. Your local Heartland Chevy dealers. Taco John's, a whole lot of Mexican. South Dakota Network, transporting information at the speed of light. BASF, out of this world broadleaf control is here, distinct from BASF. And Farm Bureau Insurance, living beside you, working for you.
And welcome back to Aberdeen. It's the Mountain Dew pregame show, and we love you guys too. Freeman Flyer fans, you know you get a sign like that, you'll get your picture on TV, more or less. Let's take a look at the Mountain Dew Road to the B graphic. It's the runners-up from last year. The Midland Vikings come in with a record of 21-3. Bo Beck, the head coach, also the principal at Midland High. 4th tournament appearance, 2nd in 1998. As I mentioned, the District 15B champions, they defeated Crazy Horse in the championship 67-63. And the Region 8B champs, they defeated Takini 63-56 for the Midland Vikings. Once again, Bo Beck with a record of 21-3. Meanwhile, Midland's opponents tonight, the Freeman Flyers, come in as the number 5 seed with an 18-3 record. Coach Rory Hermson on the bench for the Freeman Flyers, 7th tournament appearance. As Tom mentioned a couple of years ago, that thriller with Armour right down to the wire. They're the District 10B champs, defeated Trip Dilmont 82-74 in the district final, and in the region, they beat Ethan 49-46. Once again, a record of 18-3 for the Freeman Flyers. And kind of a streaky team, as Tom mentioned, and they're streaking at the right time coming into the state tournament. The winner of this game will go ahead and face the winner of our next game, features Castlewood, who's run the tables this year, 21-0, facing Iroquois. Iroquois coming in as the number 8 seed. But as we mentioned, the Midland Vikings, watch out for the Petoskey brothers, but also you have Joshua McLaughlin. He's averaging 17 points a game, a lot of offense for Midland.
I think he's kind of going to be the key. McLaughlin's the point guard for Midland, and from what I gather, Freeman has a bunch of guards that'll throw a lot of pressure at you, and if you don't handle it, Freeman, that's where they get in those runs and they can hurt you. So I think McLaughlin's going to kind of be the key, whether or not he can get the ball where it needs to be and get it in the hands of Kevin and Corey Petoskey.
And we saw that in our first 2 games. A lot of teams starting out with that backcourt pressure right away. So maybe you can catch your opponent unaware and make that early run and stay on top and see how you can handle it around all the way down the line. We're getting ready for the Mountain Dew starting lineups. And as I stumble over myself, we will send it over to the PA announcer. His name's Gene Rich. Gene?
This tournament is being conducted under the guidance and regulation of the South Dakota High School Activities Association for the enjoyment and benefit of high school students. Good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. We hope that you will enjoy the games and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Be a sport and support good sportsmanship. On behalf of the City of Aberdeen, the students, faculty, and staff of Northern State University, again, welcome to Walks Arena and the Joseph H. Barnett Physical Education and Convocation Center for continued first-round action in the 1999 South Dakota State B Boys Basketball Tournament. Tonight's first game features the Vikings from Midland High School and the Flyers of Freeman High School. Introducing the cheerleaders from Midland, Katie Nemick, Wendy Freeman, Lynette Perry, and Heidi Dowd. Now the reserves for the Vikings, Todd Jewett, Nathan Nemick, Zachary McKinley, Jay Inger, Rudy Ryman, Casey Dowd, and Andy Schofield. Now the starters for the Vikings, wearing number 23, 6-foot junior guard Joshua McLaughlin. Wearing number 25, 5'9" senior Michael Stromer. And a forward wearing number 33, 6'3" junior Kevin Petoskey. At center wearing number 35, 6'4" junior Corey Petoskey. And wearing number 43, 6'1", senior forward Ryan Jewett. Assistant coach Jeff Jones and the head coach of the Midland Vikings, Bo Beck. Now introducing the cheerleaders from Freeman. Tamitha Dowden, Portia Strasser, Jennifer Waltner, and Chris Muchelkanaus. Now the reserves for Freeman. Bryson Hotchkiss, Travis Waltner, Jeffrey Pfeiffer, Ryan Klenner, Patrick Unruh, Seth Walter, and Kyle Weir. Now the starters for the Flyers, wearing number 12, 5'11" senior guard Dustin Cheddar. And a forward wearing number 24, 6'1" senior Mike Preheim. And a guard wearing number 25, 5'11" junior Lance Friesen. And a forward wearing number 32, 5'10" senior Terry Hofer. And at center for the Flyers, wearing number 40, 6'1" junior Brett Scherschlicht. Assistant coach Don Hotchkiss and the head coach of the Freeman Flyers, Rory Hermsen. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand as we honor the flag in our country? Please join in singing our national anthem as it's played by the Stickney High School Band under the direction of Mike Nepodal. We would remind all in attendance that the proper respect is to remove your hat, face the flag, and stand at attention with your right hand over your heart.
Ready to go. Thank you for the Stickney High School Band, our band of the day here at the Barnett Center for the first round of the State Bees. Freeman, the 5th seed, Midland, number 4. Coming into the game, the winner will face the winner of our next game, Castlewood and Iroquois, in tomorrow night's semifinals.
Yeah, these usually turn out to be pretty good games, these 4-seed, 5-seed games, and this looks like a pretty good matchup. Freeman not very big. 6'1" is their tallest starter, and that's Preheim and Shearslick. Shearslick will start at the center, but 6'1". The Petoskys go 6'4", and we'll see how that plays itself out. But I think McLaughlin, the point guard for Midland, is going to be at least one of the keys to the ball game here.
And may set the tone early as well. See if both teams get up and down the court. Tip is off, and we're underway here for the third game of the opening session here at the State Bees. Freeman starting out in the man-to-man.
Now this is Corey Petoskey. He leads them in scoring at 22 a game, but
That guy right there, Michael Stromer, knocking down the 2 or 3 for the first points of the game. And Midland out to a quick 3-0 lead. A good drive, strong drive by Mike Freeman in the hole. He gets Freeman on the board.
see a lot of pressure out of the guys in white, kind of not throwing it on real hard yet, but with Dustin Cheddar and Freeheim out there in front, they'll try to turn up the pace a little bit.
That's Kevin Petoskey in the drive, can't get it to fall. He comes back from out of bounds. Off Midland, we're going the other way.
And we're going by what's in the program as far as those heights go. You look out there and it's negligible difference, maybe an inch or two between Shearslick and Petoskey, say, but
that's Brett Shearslick right there, his first bucket of the game. Freeman takes a 4-3 lead.
Freeman has 3 All-State football players in 9A on the basketball team here.
Great look underneath. Joshua McLaughlin. McLaughlin averages 17 points every time out. Touch ball, good ball away by Shearslick.
Shearslick, Cheddar, and Brian Klenner on the bench, all-state football players for Freeman.
Corey Petoskey tried to pick up the charging foul, and Shearslick took advantage of it. Way outside. It's Ryan Jewett knocking it down. Unlike this afternoon's 2 games, both of these teams coming out with the hot hand early on offensively. Midland stays in a man-to-man. Lance Friesen can't get it to go. Hard off the back rim. Kevin Petoskey comes down with the rebound and leads Midland. Stromer thought about the 3, passed it up. Back to Corey Petoskey. Picked away by Lance Friesen. Knocked out of bounds, Midland ball.
But again, they just get out in all those passing lanes, all those passes out above, around the free throw line by Midland. Freeman is trying to get out there and knock those away, get some easy buckets at the other end.
Joshua McLaughlin can't get it to go down, and Kevin Petoskey will pick up his first foul on the rebound.
Good rebound by Shearslick in there. He's just a junior. Seems like he's been around forever because we've seen him on the football field for so long, but he goes about 190, just a rock in there. Number 40 in white for Freeman. Good help.
Freeheim on the drive.
Good help by Corey Petoskey coming over. There's some of that quickness, though. Dustin Cheddar making like a defensive back.
Outlet, little short. Cheddar ran it down, and there's another breakaway. Again, Kevin Petoskey out in front, goes up for the layup.
And they work well together. Corey got the ball and immediately looked up, found Kevin on the break.
Shearslick, a little hard off the back iron. Rebound, Midland. And you're right, every time a shot goes up from Freeman, Midland has somebody streaking the other way, and I think we're going to reach-in foul. Reach-in foul will go on Mike Freeheim. Right there is first. And Midland will inbound it when we come back. You're watching the State Bees on Keloland TV.
Now, this is very important.
Excuse me, the pantyhose aisle?
Hey, Blue Boy, got light beer?
Don't you have any more cat food?
You got that?
Why put up with this when there's your neighborhood medicine shop pharmacy? We sell only healthcare products and focus on giving you the personal care and convenience you deserve. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, the pharmacy that's all about your health.
Visit your local medicine shop, 1304 Mount Rushmore Road in Rapid City or 803 5th Avenue, Belle Fourche.
Now is the time to get that boat you've always wanted. For a limited time, West River Marine will continue their sports show special pricing. How about this spacious Bayliner 1950 the whole family could enjoy? This beautiful Bayliner could be yours for only $135 a month. That's right, only $135 a month. You can own your own boat. There's more. Right now, for a limited time, when you purchase any Bayliner boat, you'll receive a $500 cash rebate. Come in and see all the new boats this season, but you better hurry. It's a limited time offer. West River Marine on Jackson Boulevard, just off West Main in Rapid City.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. Just underway here. The third of our fourth game here at the State Bees. Midland trailing Freeman by 4 early on. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Update from Wayne, Nebraska. USD in the second half, leading Mesa State by 5 now. USD led that game by 9 at halftime. But the Coyotes in the first round of the North Central Region Tournament down in Wayne, Nebraska. Northern plays Nebraska Kearney later on tonight in the second game there.
Kevin Petoskey extended Midland's lead 12-6. He got a quick foul down on the other end. Foul will go on Michael Stromer, his second. You can see him reaching around right there. Send Bryson Hotchkiss to the line. Bryson, the 5'10 junior. Coming off the bench for the Flyers. Also checking in, Jeff Pfeiffer.
Freeman goes about 8 deep.
Travis Waltner. Sorry, Tom.
Go ahead. Klenner might come in, get some time, but he's the 9th man as they rotate those top 8.
As Hotchkiss knocks them both down. 12-8 ball game. Standing the man-to-man, Midland being patient, working the ball around.
They like to look for Petoskey on that baseline right where he is right now. That's Corey. He just roams around down there. Good kick out.
Kick out to Michael Stromer, hard off the back iron. Offensive rebound. They quickly get it back to Corey Petoskey. Another foul underneath the hoop.
But again, a good hookup by the Twins. Kevin found Corey, and will bump foul on Waltner inside.
Back underneath to Corey for his first bucket of the night. 14-8, Midland.
Big games, nothing new for Corey Petoskey. He had 27, 24, and 14 in his 3 games in the state tournament last year. Good rebound there. Held ball.
Slick couldn't get it to go. Got his own rebound. Jump ball, arrow pointing Freeman's way.
Just some brute strength by the big man, Shearslick.
It's pretty good athletes in these 8 teams here, as we saw in those first 2 games. A lot of big men, quick and agile. The 2 Petoskis just like it, in and out. Pfeiffer, another foul.
Shearslick, though, working the boards. Foul's going to be on Jewett, I think. But Shearslick, once that shot goes up, he had the inside position on Jewett. Midland goes zone out of the inbounds on the baseline.
Dustin Cheddar out the point for Freeman.
Trying to get them set. They want to get in a 3-man front if they can. Good look inside.
Scherschlet out the window. Scherschlet has 6 now. It's a 14-9 ball game. Backcourt pressure by Freeman. Midland works it around, gets through it. Joshua McLaughlin, a 2, quickly down the other way, and Travis Waltner with his first bucket of the night.
Good look by Hotchkiss. Both teams, when they can get a cherry picker to hang back and get an easy hoop, they're going to try to do it.
Both teams running a little bit early on. Ryan Jewett couldn't come up with the handle, out of bounds. Freeman's ball. Look at Rory Hermson, second year.
Freeman's 3 losses this year. 2 of them were to state tournament teams here. Corsica beat them, and Marion beat them. The other loss was to Parkston. Other than that, 18 wins.
Mike Preheim knocking down the 3. 5 points in this quarter for Preheim, and it's 16-15.
The zone out of Freeman now.
Gets it down into Corey Petoskey. He gets it picked away. Freeman gives it right back to Midland.
Good move. Thought it was going to be a kickball. They are going to get Hotchkiss for the foul. But Petoskey, Kevin Petoskey in particular that time, good move. The up fake right there to get Shearslick up, and then it was good things happening for Midland from there.
Vikings inbound underneath their own hoop. Corey, brother Kevin, can't pull it down. Quickly, Freeman's back. Got a 2-on-1 going on. Freeman tries to take it himself. And a foul on the rebound. Going Joshua McLaughlin.
Again, they ran out, and because they had the 2-on-1, that's why they got the offensive rebound. Hotchkiss was there and cleaned it up.
Hotchkiss with the fake. It's Lance Friesen can't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound. Friesen ends up with it again. Now the Flyers will pull it out and set something up. Under a minute and a half to go here in the opening quarter. 1-point game. Midland hanging on to a 16-15 lead. Friesen. Petoskey coming down with the rebound, and he takes it himself and tries to go end-to-end with a foul on the layup. Foul go on Kerry Hofer.
Corey Petoskey on the drive. He has been sick a lot of the year. Just a weird story about Corey Petoskey. He had some kidney problems. They say a spider bit him, laid some eggs that got somehow down into his kidneys, and he was in the hospital in Rapid City for about 7 days right after Christmas, and just has been feeling lousy, but he's better now, but had some kidney problems as a result of a spider bite.
That was a weird story. It's kind of...
Yeah. Bo Beck was telling us that, and we made him stop. Didn't want to hear any more about it, but...
Lost 25, 30 pounds while he was in the hospital. Nice shot off the glass by Mike Preheim. Preheim's 7th point of the first quarter. We're inside a minute.
Yeah, so far, Freeman, as advertised, Preheim and Shearslick lead them in scoring, and each of them 6 points so far.
Michael Stromer got the ball tipped away, and that kept the defender away from touching it. Meanwhile, Midland hangs on to the ball. 37 seconds. Here's a shot of Bo Beck. Cross court, McLaughlin, short.
Petoskey always, Corey Petoskey always on that baseline, though. Anything down there is pretty much his as far as rebounding. Freeman staying in that 2-3 zone.
Wide open for the threes, McLaughlin, and he knocks it down.
He's not shy.
He waited for the defender to come out and stick a hand in his face, and the defender stayed right there, and he knocked it down. 21-17 now, 10 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Flies. Mike Preheim got knocked off the drive and doesn't get a shot up, and that's how we'll end it after one. 21-17 Midland.
South Dakotans take pride in strong values. Here deals are still made and kept with a handshake, and disputes are settled with old-fashioned common sense. That's why few court cases in South Dakota ever go to trial. But when they do, our juries have the clear sight to make honest, fair decisions, keeping court costs low and standards high. Because of you, South Dakota has a justice system that works. And for that, we thank you.
Caring for our children. No job is more important. That's why South Dakota State University's Early Childhood Education program teaches students not only to care for children, but also to expand their young minds. These students come to SDSU with a desire to enrich our children's lives. They lead knowing how. South Dakota State University. Knowledge for life.
Buy a beautiful new DuPont Stainmaster carpet today at Carbon Mart's regular price, and Carbon Mart will install your carpet with pad at no extra charge. Plus, there's no payment or interest for 1 full year. Choose from over 3,000 styles and colors, including the latest in DuPont Stainmaster carpeting, and get the pad and installation at no extra charge. This week at Carbon Mart, Rapid City.
Welcome back to Aberdeen.
Aberdeen correspondent Aaron Payne.
Everybody helping out when we come up to Aberdeen. It's a good time. 21-17 Midland as we start quarter number 2. And Brett Scherschlick gets the kind roll. Hits for his 8th point. It's a 2-point ball game.
That is a loose rim at that right end of the floor as you're looking at it. Great pass.
Nice quick pass down to Corey Petoskey.
Stromer with a great look. The diagonal against that zone. Pfeiffer, 2 times in a row, they've gotten wide open shots at that elbow, 15-footers.
Now Freeman jumping back to 2-3 zone. Extended, Michael Stromer on the 3. Kevin Petoskey with Corey on the rebound. Guys look alike and play similar as well. Scherschlick can't get it down. Quickly down, back the other way. Joshua McLaughlin runs it down and will take it himself. Offensive foul. We're going the other way.
Nice job by Pfeiffer. Just waited. Knew he wasn't going to block the shot, so stood in there. Another look. Pretty good move by McLaughlin to get free the first time, but knew he was in trouble when he got there and found Pfeiffer.
Freeman had the bodies back. They had a 3-on-2. McLaughlin picks up his 2nd foul and turns it over. Lance Friesen knocking down the 3. His first bucket of the night. And it's 24-23. Freeman now leading.
They're really shooting it well. Both teams are, actually. Freeman was 50% in that first quarter. Midland was 57% as you take a look.
Kevin to Corey, gets it stripped.
50% on those threes for Midland.
Brett Scherschlick fights his way in for 2. 10 points for Scherschlick now, and it's a 3-point Flyer lead. Quick pass underneath to Kevin Petoskey. First bucket of the quarter, 6 points.
Again, Stromer's just making those great bullet passes from the point.
And Freeman just getting the ball back quick, and meanwhile, Brett Scherschlick is just sitting down there waiting for it.
He's feeling it. Again.
Another quick pass down, and some good defense underneath, but Corey picks up the bucket.
That's 4 times now. Stromer's just lasered it in there to one of the Petoskys for a layup.
Freeheim can't knock down the 3, and we're going to have a foul on Lance Friesen. Trying to stop that Midland break. Look at Kevin Petoskey right there.
Thing is, both teams, once they get possession of the ball, just want to push, push, push. Got a few of those fouls on the breakouts like that.
Bryson Hotchkiss back in the game for Freeman. Roy Hermson continuing to substitute freely here in the first half. Michael Stromer can't hit the 3. Rebound comes down to Scherschlick. And Freeman quickly back in offense. Lance Friesen for 3.
Roy Hermson looking like a wrestling coach over on the sideline. How those guys get into it and mirror the moves of their wrestlers. He's mirroring the moves of his players here.
Trying to give that three a little body English. Didn't work. That's Ryan Jewett attempting the three. Both teams not bashful of shooting the three, but all of a sudden here in the second quarter having some trouble knocking them down, but that guy's having no problems getting the ball in the hoop.
They had a great running game in football. He got a great running game on the basketball court, too. Shearslick, it's at 14 now for him.
8 in this quarter alone, 30-27. Freeman out in front.
Freeman bringing Hotchkiss out to the top there now and strips from behind. Great steal.
Hotchkiss tries to give it up. They keep the ball, and look who comes out with it.
Great hustle by McLaughlin on that first time down to intercept the pass, break up the play.
Timeout on the floor. 3-point game. Back to Aberdeen after this.
It's your lucky day. Conlon's Furniture is having a sale on great new looks for every home. Redo your living room in your favorite style and make a design statement with these special purchase queen beds. Your choice, only $169. Dress your home office for success and make any room a guest room with a new chair bed. Beautiful furniture, terrific savings, and free delivery. It's your lucky day at Conlon's, your family furniture store.
Get in, get going, and get cash back on great cars at your Heart of the West Chevy dealers, like Cavalier, the smart choice for value. Cavalier gives you more for your money, and now with $1,500 cash back. 99 Malibu, carefully crafted, and the features you want at a price you can afford. Get $750 cash back. Chevy Lumina comes standard with everything you'd expect in a well-equipped car, and with $1,000 cash back. So get in, get going, and get cash back now at your Heart of the West Chevy dealers. In the Heart of the West, we drive Chevy.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. There's your timeouts remaining. Both teams with 3 fulls, 2 20s. And quickly, nice quick pass underneath to Kevin Petoskey. And that's the press breaker right there. Couple 3 passes, boom, wide open layup. Pfeiffer for 3. And look at on the board, Brett Sherslick.
I don't know if Sherslick's getting a little tired, but last couple shots have been short on the front of the rim.
Ball goes on Bryson Hotchkiss, his second. 16 foul. Will be shooting free throws. The next foul, there's your score. Both there's your time.
Still over 50% from the field. Freeman's gone from 50 to 54%. Roy Hermson in that last timeout said, just keep pushing it. Push it anytime you can. Midland trying to find out what defense they're in now. They didn't get it figured out, but good rebound by Stromer.
Fight for the rebound, and now the Vikings will push it up the court. Nice pass to Kevin Petoskey, going to the hoop. He gets it to go. 6 points in the quarter, 10 on the night for Kevin Petoskey.
They're both just such slashers. Good body control and can find those little cracks in the defense.
Sherslick can't come up with a 3, and again we're streaking the other way. That's Corey. And it's Corey with the layup.
They just keep trading off. 10 points apiece for the Petoskys, who average 37 points and 22 boards a game between them.
And now Midland back up on top by 3. Vikings back in a man-to-man.
And Sherslick's kind of cooled off a little bit. See if somebody else can pick it up now for Freeman.
Pfeiffer trying to push it a little bit, and it's Gary Hofer. Put back his first bucket of the night.
Another one of those good football players, defensive end for Freeman. And Stromer's really making some nice plays from that point guard position.
25 push.
Speaking of good passes, that was a sweet one by Corey Petoskey.
To Ryan Jewett, he gets fouled going up. You can take another look at it. Some bodies being thrown around down in the paint. And there's your foul. Foul on Lance Friesen, his second. Ryan Jewett, 6'1" senior.
A little line change for Freeman there. Get some fresh legs in. They've got 4 new guys in.
And Jewett hits 1 of 2. Quickly Freeman back. Travis Waltner posting up down in the block. Gets it to go for his second basket of the night. And it's tied up at 34 inside 2 minutes in the first half. Another good pass inside, out to Joshua McLaughlin, who knocks down the 3, his second of the night.
And so far, Stromer and McLaughlin, Stromer especially, have really handled that pressure in the half court from Freeman.
Waltner again with the tough shot, but then Scherschlick pick up his first foul on the rebound.
Coyotes move on. Down in Wayne, Nebraska, first game in that North Central Region tournament tonight, and they beat Mesa State out of Grand Junction, Colorado. So USD will move on tomorrow night. And I'm not sure if they will play Wayne tomorrow night or not, but they are in the semifinals of the region. Northern's playing Nebraska Kearney in that second game down there.
Jewett couldn't hit the front end of the one-on-one. And we have another foul. Foul going Ryan Jewett, his second. Kind of a victim of circumstance, being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Should also mention the women's North Central Regional getting underway tomorrow up in Grand Forks. 4 teams from the NCC being represented in that region. Tells you something about the caliber of play in the North Central Conference as far as women's basketball goes.
Augustana will play South Dakota State in the first game up there.
Kevin Petoskey was trying to get it in. It got picked away. And
Rudy Ryman in there now.
And Kevin with the reach-in foul. Second on Kevin Petoskey.
Had the block on Ryman, and then again, one of those bust-out fouls. If he doesn't foul him, Stromer's all by himself.
7th-team foul on Midland. So Dustin Cheddar will head to the line. Cheddar, 5'11" senior. Nothing but net. 37% free throw shooter. Misses the second, but a good rebound by Waltner. He gets it swatted away, and Freeman retains the ball. That is Mike Freeman knocking down the 3. And then Midland throws it away, trying to start the break. Pass a little too far. 38-37, Freeman coming up at the half. State Farm at the half. Couple features. Take a look at your halftime stats. As Freeman gets ready to inbounds, 47 seconds to go here in the opening half. 38-37, Freeman leading. Midland back in a man-to-man. Flyers doing a good job at moving the ball around. They dump it underneath to Mike Freeheim with the quick shot off glass. 40-37 now. See the time left in the screen. It's Michael Stromer trying to make something happen. He gets it down underneath Corey Petoskey. That's 8 points in the quarter for Corey. 12 on the night. As it's 1 point lead, look for Freeman to take the final shot here. Down in the quarter, that's Scherschlick. It's good if it goes, and it does. Long 2 for Brett Scherschlick. 10 points here in the second quarter, 16 in the first half for Brett Scherschlick as he gives the Freeman Flyers a 42-39 lead. Tom Neiman's standing by with Flyers head coach Roy Hermsen. Tom?
Hey, it's been fun for us to watch. Are you getting out and pushing it as much as you want to?
Yeah, you know, that's our game plan, and it's working real well right now for us. We need to pick up the defense. I mean, giving up 39 points isn't part of what we want to do here, but for the most part, it's what we do, and we're going at it, I guess.
Defensively, they got you with some of those bullet passes. Stromer's really doing a nice job from the point, beating you with those passes, isn't he?
Yeah, he hit a couple good diagonals on us in our zone. We're going to try to stay out of that odd front and eliminate those diagonal passes. And they're good passers. You know, we knew they were going to score some points, but that's too many.
Hey, good ball game. Good luck second half. Thank you, Roy Hermson, and Willie, back to you.
All right, thanks, Tom. 42-39, Freeman leading. We'll take a short timeout, come back, and take a look at a halftime feature, run down the first half stats after this timeout.
Across South Dakota and southwestern...
Now available in the meat and potato burrito and the new chicken and potato burrito.
There's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John.
Now is the time to get that fishing boat you've always wanted. For a limited time, West River Marine will continue their sports show special pricing. Take a look at this great tracker fishing boat. The Targa 17 has a walk-through windshield with plenty of room to get around. For only $155 a month, you can call this boat your own. That's all, just $155 a month. And for a limited time, when you purchase a tracker boat, you'll get a rod and reel combo and a cover for your boat free. West River Marine, your authorized tracker dealer on Jackson Boulevard, just off West Main in Rapid City.
For years, those of you who couldn't hear Keloland News 10 at 10 have read it through closed captioning.
But there was always something missing.
During the weather and conversations between anchors, there was no closed captioning.
Now you'll see everything we say with the help of Gateway, Northern States Power Company, Larson Manufacturing, and Communication Service for the Deaf. Keloland TV provides real-time closed captioning every weekday at 10. Keloland TV, leadership you can count on.
Keloland TV's Live Doppler 2000 weather team is committed to bringing you changing weather conditions as they happen.
With Live Doppler 2000 and the WeatherNet, you get the latest technology in weather forecast. If there's ever threatening weather, we'll be here for Keloland.
We can track storms down to the minute, literally keeping you ahead of the storm.
We're a weather team working together to keep you informed.
With Live Doppler 2000 and the WeatherNet, you get the latest technology in weather forecasting to help the Live Doppler 2000 weather team keep you ahead of the storm.
Interscholastic athletic programs are truly educational in nature. Being number one in sportsmanship is educationally more important than being number one on the playing field. Take pride in your team by displaying good sportsmanship. A message from the South Dakota High School Activities Association. And we're set to go here for the second half. Freeman out in front of Midland. Last year's State B runners-up to McIntosh. 42-39 as we begin half number two. Running down some of the scores in the first half for Midland. Corey Petoskey 12, Kevin with 10, Joshua McLaughlin with 10 as well. See a good move there by Corey. Gets the defender up in the air and puts in the first bucket of the second half.
Man, he just loves that baseline, and you'd think it would shut off his options because you could push him to the baseline and use it as a defender, but he somehow finds ways to get open down there.
Mike Preheim picking up his second foul. Come over the back of a couple of Vikings. For Freeman, Brett Scherschlick leading the way here in the first half. 16 points. Mike Preheim added a dozen. 8 players scored for the Freeman Flyers. Meanwhile, just the starting 5 on the board for Midland. That is McLaughlin. Can't come down. Strong rebound by Corey Petoskey. 16 for Corey. Quickly, Freeman's back in offense. Kevin Petoskey did what he should have done. Stood his ground, knocked the ball away. Now we have a foul.
Freeman wants to run it up and down, but Midland has shown that they can stay right with them and play that game. Petoskey's look for each other on that break. Mike Stromer really been impressed with the way he's played through that first half. Handling the ball, handling the pressure.
Kevin Petoskey for 3. His first 3 of the night, he's got 13. And Midland starting off hot here in the second half, now lead by 4. Dropping back into his own defense. Freeman throws it away quickly. The Vikings running. 2-on-2. And wisely, Joshua McLaughlin will pull it out. Finds Corey Petoskey in the corner. Can't get the three to go. Rebound to Freeman. Dustin Cheddar. Short. Scherschlick runs down the rebound. Quick foul on Ryan Jewett. Number 3 on Jewett. Oh, no
They just
foul.
called it out of bounds,
Yep. Freeman keeps the ball. Good quick hands by Stromer. Picks up the turnover, takes it in by himself. Can't get the rebound to go. Rebound to Lance Friesen. Try and trap Friesen. He dribbles right through it. Can't hit the 5-footer. Gets his own rebound. Gets stopped by Corey Petoskey out in front to brother Kevin. Joshua McLaughlin can't get it to fall. Rebound back in the hands of Freeman.
Freeman got a piece of that one. Just great athletes, you know, going at it. A lot of guys that can get off their feet very quickly. Pace of the game's just been great, up and down, and you know, it can get sloppy a lot of times, but hasn't for the most part here.
And there's an example of that hustle right there. Brett Scherschlick facing the dangers of getting outside the court. Couldn't come up with the save. Midland's ball. Quickly back the other way. One pass down. Ryan Jewett, his 6th point of the game. And it's a 48-42 ball game.
And the Petoskys are just a big, two-headed red headache for anybody that tries to play them, because both of them just pretty much the same skills.
Stromer. 1 and out for Midland. Bad. Oh, I was just going to say bad pass. Looked a little short, but we're going to have a foul on Stromer on the other end.
Be 2 shots coming up for Pfeiffer. Stromer, probably the quickest player out there among 10 pretty quick players.
Yep, Pfeiffer hitting first of 2. 48-43, Midland. Now it's a 4-point ball game. 48-44, back to Aberdeen after this. Lost to McIntosh in last year's championship game, 69-53. And looking to get back to that title match this year in 1999. Right now leading by 4, 48-44 over Freeman. We approach the 4.5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. Stromer trying to make something happen. Quick to the hole, the hoop +1. Michael Stromer's 5th point of the game. And the foul will go on Scherschlick, his 2nd. Stromer, quick move. Puts the ball down. Splits 2 of the 3 defenders, and Scherschlick comes over the top, picks up his 2nd foul, sends Stromer to the line, who knocks down the free throw. Makes it 51-44. It's Lance Friesen. Rebound Scherschlick, puts it back up from 15, gets it to go.
I was going to say, Freeman's going to have to start hitting some of those threes outside, because Midland starting to back off the zone a little bit, packing it around the paint.
Kevin Petoskey.
Just a slash. Both those guys just good ball handlers, good body control, and just can cut and slash and make moves like that.
Scherschlick trying to make something happen. Lance Friesen ends up with the ball and hits the 7-footer. And we got a full timeout. Freeman Flyers want to talk about it. We'll take a timeout too. 48-53, Midland on top.
South Dakotans take pride in strong values. Here deals are still made and kept with a handshake, and disputes are settled with old-fashioned common sense. That's why few court cases in South Dakota ever go to trial. But when they do, our juries have the clear sight to make honest, fair decisions, keeping court costs low and standards high. Because of you, South Dakota has a justice system that works. And for that, we thank you.
It takes a special person to be a nurse. The field demands complex knowledge and skills, true compassion for people, and the strength to inspire hope. At South Dakota State University, nursing students are challenged to be leaders. Many graduates fill key positions across the state. We thank them for their contributions, but their true rewards come from helping people like you. South Dakota State University, knowledge for life.
It is a twin thing when you're playing the Midland Vikings. The Toski brothers led the Vikes to the State B 2 consecutive years. They try and knock down their first State B title. 53-48, Midland out in front. Kevin Petoskey, brother Corey on the rebound, and Corey gets it to go. 6th point of the quarter, 18 for Corey Petoskey, and the lead is now 55-48. Midland dropping back to a 2-1-2 zone, and that's a 3.
Hotchkiss.
And Hotchkiss will pick up the foul.
Roy Hermson up wants him to play a little more fundamental defense, move his feet. It looked like Hotchkiss kind of slipped with that right foot and got him in trouble, but
Midland hanging on to a 4-point lead. Corey Petoskey lost the ball. As another turnover for Midland. It's Hotchkiss again, can't hit the floater. Petoskey to Petoskey. That's Kevin. Can't knock down the 3. It's 1 and out for the Vikes. Freeman back in offense.
And this is one of those no shot clock needed games. Not that they have one in high school, but they haven't gone about 10 seconds or more, both teams, without getting a shot up. This is a pretty long possession right here.
Longest one we've seen in the half. Lance Freeman gets the shooter's touch and makes it a 1-point ball game. Kevin trying to make something happen. It's 1 and out. And quickly back the other way. It's Friesen.
Good move by Friesen.
Gets it up for 2.
Saw Stromer coming, just stayed under control. Man, hard to key on one guy for Freeman. They've really been spreading it around. Dozen for Preheim. Friesen getting in the act now. He's in double figures. Shearslick with 18, but
Ryan Jewell with a good move to get the defender up in the air and hits the 5-footer.
Same story for Midland. 8 for Jewett now. Petoskey's both in doubles, and McLaughlin with 10. Oh,
Jeff Pfeiffer. As Freeman starting to knock down the 3s from the outside, and they take the lead again. 59-57.
Again, both teams average 73 a game, and on pace for that, and then some.
Kevin Petoskey knocks down the 3. His second 3 of the night. As Midland regains the lead. Friesen thought about it. Friesen for 3, short off the front of the iron. Shearslick there with the strong rebound. Back up, can't get it to fall. Travis Waltner hits the fadeaway. 6 points for Waltner, and it's 61-60 Freeman. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Kevin Petoskey for 3, hard off the back. Brother Corey with the rebound and put back.
And he knew exactly where that shot was coming off, and Shearslick didn't put a body on him.
Friesen hard off the back. Waltner comes up with the rebound as Freeman will set it up again.
Good.
Nice fake by Friesen. Puts the ball on the floor, takes a couple steps closer, knocks down 14-footer as we hit the closing minutes here of the third quarter. See if Midland can get it off. It's no good. If it goes, it doesn't go anyway. Played 3 quarters here at the State Bees. With Freeman holding on to a 1-point lead, back with the fourth quarter after this.
It's evening in Lincoln Junction, and the lights are going on. Because 2 generations ago, your friends and neighbors...
Excited Freeman Flyer fans making the trek up to Aberdeen. Right now, Freeman out in front, 63-62 as we get set for quarter number 4. Coming up next, Castlewood and Iroquois. This afternoon, McIntosh and Corsica advancing to tomorrow night's semifinals. McIntosh beat Marion 73-55, and it was Corsica 66-61 overtime winner over Frederick Hecla.
Man, this has been a good basketball game.
It has been. Back and forth. I don't think we've had anything larger than a 4 or 5 point lead.
Midland has only 1 foul in the second half. Freeman was just 4. It's been clean. It's been fast. It's just been fun to watch.
Quick hands right there by Dustin Cheddar, who you're looking at. Got the hand in front of the ball, and he ended up tipping it off a Viking out of bounds, and Freeman gets the ball back.
Now Friesen, who was kind of hot there to end the third quarter, starts on the bench here in the fourth.
Battling for the rebound. Kevin Petoskey comes up with it, quickly gets it out to Stromer. Stromer saw the opening.
Norwest stat board through 3 quarters. Both teams continue to shoot the ball well. Midland 54% for the game. Freeman at 47%. Even on the threes, even on the boards. And pretty much even on the scoreboard. 1-point game.
Brett Church, like,
he is a rock.
He was bound and determined to get that and put Kevin Petoskey face first on the floor. Petoskey seems all right. Doing some house cleaning on the floor, and we get set to go. 64-63. Midland out in front. Now Freeman with the full court press. Knocked out of bounds. The Vikings will keep it. Corey Petoskey with 20 on the night so far. Brother Kevin with 18. Joshua McLaughlin, 10. 6 for Stromer.
That's trouble. Wide open look for Corey, but we got a wrestling match going on down low.
Midland, a good job on the boards, and coming up with the hoop, Joshua McLaughlin. 12th point of the night, and the lead is now 3 for Midland. Playing catch out in front, that's Dustin Cheddar. 1 and out. Stromer comes down with the rebound. Quickly, the Vikes back on offense. Stromer thought he had a quick move, and now Freeman running, and getting the reach-in call will be Ryan Jewett, shaking his head.
Take another look. I thought maybe Freeheim would give it up before that, but Jewett played it pretty well. Got the reach in. He had Cheddar running with him.
Flyers inbound underneath their own hoop.
Staying in that zone, and Friesen kind of hurt him in that third quarter. He's back in there now. Again, hard to throw over.
It's the dangers of the cross-court pass.
Bobeck is from Roscoe, South Dakota, home of which high school? Edmond Central.
Edmond Central. I did know that. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Midland maintaining a 3-point lead, and Brett Churchlick will pick up his 4th foul. That could loom big if that man right there falls out of the game. He's leading so far with 18. Lance Friesen with 12. Freeman with 12 for the Flyers. Checking into the game is Travis Waltner. Down underneath to Corey Petoskey, the quick move, and the hoop.
That is exactly that spin, the turn. He's got his back to the basket, and he spins so quick.
Mike Freeman knocking down the three. 15 points for the senior from Freeman. It's back to a 2-point game.
What a good battle. It looks like Midland's going to make a run, get up by a half a dozen or so, and Freeman comes right back.
Erslick bringing the ball down. It's into the hands of Pfeiffer. Quickly over. And Roy Hermson wants to toss him. Roy Hermson taking a 20-second timeout. Coming up tonight after the game, after our second game, Keloland News at 10, followed by the Late Show with David Letterman and the Late Show with Tom Snyder coming up after our second game. Probably be a little late on Keloland News at 10. Our second game should get underway here at about 8:30-ish. Between number 1 Castlewood and the 8 seeds from Iroquois. Under 5 minutes to go in this one, 68 all.
A little high pressure now from Freeman. Kind of a matchup zone.
Kevin Petoskey couldn't come up with it, and quickly down the other way. Good pass into Mike Freeman, who finishes the break with a layup. 17 for Freeman as Freeman retakes the lead. Joshua McLaughlin for 3. Gives Midland the lead back and forth. And I think this was how this one's going to end. It's going to go right down to the wire. We're approaching the 4-minute mark of the game.
It's tough to live from the outside like that. I mean, if you shoot 50%, you're going to be doing well. They need to get inside these zones maybe a little bit more. Layups are also nice.
Layups are nice. Joshua McLaughlin quickly back the other way. It's Scherschlick pulling up the floater. First points of the quarter for Scherschlick. He's got 20 for Freeman. And it's a 73-72 ball game.
And they're both right at their average for the season with about 3.5 minutes left. Just both offenses clicking.
Midland playing some catch. It's McLaughlin knocking down another 3. Second 3 here in the fourth quarter. Big quarter for McLaughlin.
That's 20 for him. Am I correct there, Wills?
Yep, that's what I have unofficially. And quickly back the other way, it's Kevin Petoskey.
The brothers hook it up. As soon as Corey got his hands on the ball, Kevin was gone.
Freeman didn't get turned around quick enough. Kevin's standing under the bucket waiting for the pass. And it's 78-72 ball game.
And every time Freeman's gotten down by more than a couple hoops here, they've had an answer. See if they can keep it up.
And make a charge. Take another look at the foul right there by Kevin Petoskey. Slaps down on the ball, and 9 times out of 10 you'll get called for that foul. Sending Lance Friesen to the line. Friesen, 5'11" junior. Knocks down the first of 2. 13 on the night for Friesen. (78-73). As Friesen knocks them both down. 14 points for Friesen as he pulls the Freeman Flyers back with 4. Back with more of the State Bees after this.
What you don't get with cut-rate car insurance is a State Farm agent to turn to when you need help.
I'm lonely.
So if you get into an accident,
I'm Mr. Lonely.
you end up feeling
Wish I had someone
very much alone.
to call on.
Don't want to feel all alone? Go with the good neighbor service you get with a State Farm agent.
Raising kids these days is harder than ever before. As a parent, Keloland's Angela Kennecke understands that.
Parenting is one of the most challenging and most rewarding jobs you'll ever take. It's the most important job to me.
That's why Parent Time is dedicated to covering issues that affect Keloland parents.
I get to get the answers to my questions and pass those along to parents at home.
Get parenting information with a mother's touch. Watch Parent Time every Wednesday on Keloland News at 5. Leadership you can count on.
Hello there, Castlewood fans. Fans keep piling in for this night session. First night here at the State Bees. Freeman trailing by 4. It's approached 2.5 minutes to go in this one. Good ball game. Midland spreading it out a little bit on offense, trying to run some ticks off the clock. Almost throw it away.
And they did get what they wanted, over and back.
And they did. Turnover, Freeman's ball.
Midland kind of walked right into that trap over on the near sideline. And it got him in trouble. But as soon as Stromer went and got it, it was over and back.
Bo Beck calls a 20 to try and talk to something. It seemed like they were just stretching that zone out, and closer they came to the midcourt line, they set up the trap. The road to the Final Four, kicking off this weekend here on Keloland TV. Conference USA Championship game, 11:30 a.m. on Saturday morning, followed by the Big Ten semifinals. As CBS gets ready for a busy month of March. March Madness officially starts. A lot of conference tournaments, some of them already in the books.
Selection show will be this Sunday, and then the tournament will get started next weekend. And again, after the game, we'll award our American Dairy Association Player of the Game. Check out our Dakota Care Play of the Game.
As Freeman inbounds the ball on their half of the court, trailing by 4, 2:25 to go here in the game. Lance Friesen, a little hard off the back iron, out of bounds, Midland ball.
Man, he had that thing right on. He thought he made it and just rimmed out. But Friesen's been big in the second half. Still, Freeman got within 1, but not able to take the lead yet.
Trailing by 4, inside 2 minutes left. See Joshua McLaughlin taking it to the hoop. Foul go on Jeff Pfeiffer, his first.
And a good drive by McLaughlin, but another one of those instances where Roy Hermson would like to see somebody either move their feet and get in there or just not commit the foul there.
Joshua McLaughlin missed the first of 2. McLaughlin averaging 17 points a game. Sitting at 20 right now. As McLaughlin hits 1 of 2. Extends the Vikes lead 79-74. Nice move by Lance Friesen, can't get it to go. Another tough rebound, and the quick outlet goes to McLaughlin, who lays it in for 2.
And what a great rebound by Corey Petoskey. Went up above everybody, and the presence of mind again to look for his runner.
Schurslick, hard off the rim. Got a foul going to be on Ryan Jewett.
And Freeman now, several of their last shots have been kind of the forced variety, not really getting really good looks at it. Kind of throwing it up there and hoping, but a lot of that due to the Petoskey's inside coming out.
Pfeiffer can't come up with it. And Brett Schurslick been a little quiet here in the fourth quarter. 18 points through 3 quarters, just 1 bucket here in the fourth quarter. As Midland.
Travis Walter almost tied him up, but got to call the foul on that. And we haven't had a lot of free throws up to this point, but you know it's going to come down to it. And now a foul on the rebound, yeah.
Foul on the rebound will go to Kevin Petoskey. Fourth personal foul. Brother Corey yet to pick up a foul. Almost a takeaway by Midland.
They need this to go in, yes.
Freeman buries his second three of the fourth quarter.
And they just keep hanging around. Only a minute 5 left, but down by 7. Suddenly that cuts it back to 4.
Back to the Barnett Center after this break.
Over the last 9 years, the Norwest Community Scholarship Fund has provided over $600,000 in college scholarships to students who dream of making our state a better place to live. Congratulate more of this year's winners.
In Rapid City, we're backing the dreams of our winners, Brooks Henderson and Dusty Hoffman.
From our capital city, Norwest salutes these winners, Rachel Myers and Stephen Smith.
In Mission and White River, we're helping our winners realize their college dreams. We congratulate Darby Lance and Tucker Willard.
2 more of our 12 winners in Rapid City are Summerlin Mortensen and Jenna Hookman.
And in winter, we salute our winner, Kelly Kartak.
Congratulations to the more than 600 students who have earned Norwest Community Scholarships since 1991.
It's all about people.
There's a look at your timeouts remaining and the time left in this one. 81-77 Midland. Midland inbounding under Freeman's basket. The Flyers with full court pressure. They better hurry. Kevin Petoskey calls the timeout before the turnover, before the 5 seconds. It'll be a 20.
Midland not a great free throw shooting team. Stromer's their best shooter, but see how they can handle this pressure here in the final minute.
Took a look at Saturday's lineup. Here's what it looks like for Sunday on Keloland TV. The 11:30, the SEC Championship game, followed by the Big Ten Championship from Chicago. 2 o'clock right here at Keloland TV on Sunday afternoon. 1:03 to go. Midland hanging on to a 4-point lead. Still trying to get the ball in. Which they do. One Petoskey to the other.
That's the guy they want to have it right now, Stromer.
And Stromer is trapped right at half court.
And they knew better. They didn't want to foul him.
Wisely calls a timeout. It'll be another 20.
Midland will have it right at the spot of the timeout was called there. If they want to get it to Stromer if they can, an 87% free throw shooter.
Taking a look at Midland, the Petoskey brothers, pretty quiet here in the fourth quarter, just a bucket apiece. But Joshua McLaughlin with the big quarter. 12 points here in the fourth quarter, 22 in the game as Midland continues to have pressure, or trouble with that half-court pressure.
Now they got to come out and foul here pretty quick. 40 seconds left. Oh, they get the steal. A couple of offensive substitutions now. Hotchkiss comes out and Friesen, the shooter, comes back in for Freeman. Pfeiffer also back on.
The replay knocked out of bounds. 81-77, 36. 30 ticks left. Hirschlick.
Yeah, I thought maybe he would take that 14-footer good pass.
Nice pass underneath to Jeff Pfeiffer.
Friesen, excellent penetration, found his man.
And Rory Hermson calls a timeout. It will be a full 2-point ball game. Back to Aberdeen after this.
sure was nice of the guys down at the shop to spring for dinner like this. You know, we're having a record year, Dolly, and no wonder. Those certified mechanics at Auto Service Center are well-trained, and customers always leave happy.
Oh, Otto, I love you.
When you need service from a pro, or your car just needs a tow, you ought to go to Autos. You ought to go to Autos. You ought to go to Autos.
Auto Service Center and Towing, 1024 Omaha Street, Rapid City.
For your entertainment and communication needs, it's LLB Enterprises. We offer the latest in professional DJ and karaoke equipment for rent or sale, as well as the newest karaoke CDs with today's top hits. We can even provide a DJ. See our line of personal music and fragrance aromatherapy kits, too. For your communication needs, we offer quality cell phones and service from ComNet Cellular and dependable pages from Page One Wireless. For fun, entertainment, and quality communications, see us at LLB Enterprises in the Warren Building on Center Street in Rapid City.
Welcome back to Aberdeen. There's your timeouts remaining. Freeman out of full timeouts, just 1:20 left. Midland with a couple and hanging on to a 2-point lead. The Vikings get the ball inbounds. Quick foul. They go on Dustin Cheddar, his second of the game. Beck looking a little more relaxed. Roy Hermson, second year as Freeman's head coach.
Again, the offensive substitution. Hotchkiss was in there for defense. Now they bring Freeman back on.
Ryan Jewett knocks down the front end of the one-on-one. Fifth point of the night. The lead is now 3 for Midland.
Yeah, the big one there, the front end, and he got it.
And the lead stays at 3 for Midland.
Okay. Freeman maybe to unload one.
Freeman need a couple of quick hoops right here, not waste too much time. Schurslick back in the corner to Mike Freeheim for 3. And it's a tie ball game. Mike Freeheim's second consecutive 3 here in the fourth quarter. Ties it up at 82. 3 seconds left. Another look, wide open in the corner. And knocks it down. The Midland will have one chance to win it. And we'll have our second overtime game of the day.
Freeheim's been huge tonight. 5 threes. He's got 13 here just in the fourth quarter, 25 in the game. And he's turned it on at the right time. Midland will have to go the length of the court.
There's another look at that 3 from the corner.
Petoskey came to help right there. Just a little bit of penetration by Schurslick is what got him open, and Freeheim bangs.
Buried it. Petoskey just a second late, trying to get a hand out in the face. Freeheim. A lot of composure, knocked it down, tied the ball game up.
Now Freeheim and Schurslick will both go deep. That's what Roy Hermson is telling them. Stay back there. We don't want to give up the long pass. They want to make Midland inbound it in their own end of the court. Could be interesting. Cheddar, the defensive back. Overtime.
Can't get a shot off. We are going to overtime. Second overtime game of the day. We've tied at 82. Back with your extra period after this.
They are innovators, explorers, creators. They are engineers. Businesses across South Dakota depend on them and on South Dakota State University. Here, tomorrow's engineers learn valuable skills through a nationally ranked program. Their knowledge promises success for regional industries, and their visions light our path to the 21st century. South Dakota State University. Knowledge for life.
Would you know a pot pipe if you saw one? I'm Doug Lund. This appears to be a highlighter pen, but take a closer look. Kids are using it to get high.
How often do you run across it and not find it, and not know what it is?
For instance, this is a working flashlight and a pipe, all in one. It's an eye on Keloland every parent should watch, new at 10. We also have a new report on the Robert Anderson murder trial and some areas of snow in the forecast. Join us after the ball game.
We're set for an extra period, 4 minutes on the clock, as Freeman and Midland go into overtime. The big shot by Mike Preheim with time running out. Freeman controlling the trip, the tip. Quickly, Kerry Hoper takes it in for 2. Give the Flyers early lead here in overtime. 4-minute period. A couple of timeouts apiece for each team. Petoskey for 3. Corey Petoskey for his 25th point of the night.
What a couple of good teams, just giving each other their best shots.
Preheim,
see if short fatigue plays any factor here in the overtime. Midland's starters, 4 of them played every minute of the regulation. Jewett played 31 of the 32 minutes in regulation. So if anyone gets tired here, you would expect it to be Midland, but we'll see.
Neither team playing like they're tired. Both teams shooting well as Freeman steals it away and quickly back the other way. It's Friesen, stops and hits off glass.
Good.
16 for Friesen.
Good hands by Dustin Cheddar to make the steal, and then the pass up to Friesen.
86-85. Freeman leading.
Looking at foul trouble, Shearslick, I believe, is the only player with 4.
Oh, and another big 3 by Stromer.
Kevin Petoskey does have 4 fouls for Midland.
As Midland regains the lead, 88-86. Lance Friesen hits the 10-footer.
Man, we got to pick a player of the game out of this, and it is going to be tough.
It's going to be tough.
About a half a dozen guys would be deserving.
Cross-court pass to Kevin Petoskey, a little short. Rebound comes down to Sherslick, and it's tipped out of bounds. Freeman ball.
Really didn't get his feet under that one. He was kind of deciding whether or not he wanted to drive or shoot. And good skip pass. They got wide open
for 3. Dustin Cheddar, his first 3. First field goal of the night, actually. And it's a big one. 91-88 Freeman.
It has been everybody contributing for Freeman. Cheddar here in the overtime. Preheim's had a huge game. Shearslick's been big. Lance Friesen has 18 points.
And Roy Hermson wanted to talk about it again. 22nd timeout. Freeman hanging on to a 3-point lead. 91-88, minute 27 to go in overtime. Coming up next, number 1 Castlewood. And number 8 Iroquois. The final game of our first session here at the State Bees in Aberdeen.
Roy Hermson, the first thing he said was just be smart now. Next foul on Freeman, whether it's shooting or not, will be 2 free throws for Midland. Running a little shuffle now.
Friesen's got the hot hand here in the overtime period. It's a 6-point in overtime, and the lead is now 5.
They've done everything right in the overtime.
Hanging onto the ball, that's
big board by Preheim up around the rim. But Freeman, I don't think, has missed from the field here in the overtime.
And a bucket here, the Flyers would have Midland on the ropes. Under a minute.
Now they'll foul right away, most likely. Next foul by Midland will put Freeman into the 1-on-1. And Roy Hermson screaming, don't press, meaning just take your time, we can get it over. And that's
exactly what they did.
Exactly what he was not talking about.
And Sherslick is gone. Foul number 5 for Brett Sherslick. Leaves the game with 20 points. And a nice hand from the Freeman faithful.
He didn't do much in the second half, but he really got him going in that first half. 16 points in the first half. Freeman kind of got himself in trouble trying to beat it on the dribble, dribbled into that triple team.
Send Joshua McLaughlin to the line for Midland. McLaughlin, as we mentioned, huge fourth quarter to keep Midland in it. Can't come up with a second free throw. It's 93-88.
That hurt. That really hurt Midland, but still time.
Foul went on Kevin Petoskey, and that is number 5 for Kevin. He leads the game with 20 points. And a nice effort by the Midland junior.
Yeah, that's the thing. You forget both those guys. The Petoskey's just juniors. Give them a couple of complimentary players, and you got a great team like they do this year.
Send Dustin Cheddar to the line for a one-on-one. Can't connect. Oh, big rebound by Freeman. Now Freeman will play keep away, trying to run some time off. Stromer will pick up his 4th foul. .39 seconds. The lead is 5 for Freeman.
Just a one-on-one, so.
Lance Friesen picking up his 7th point here in overtime. 21 on the day. 22.
Both teams with 3 guys at least 20 points tonight. In what has been a great basketball game. That's every foul that stops the clock is a thorn in Roy Hermson's side right now. He doesn't want to see that thing stop. But they need to make every free throw down here at the line to get back in this. Oh, that end of the court was the bugaboo for Frederick Heckland. That second game this afternoon missed a bunch of free throws down the stretch, and Midland not able to knock him down here.
Doing the same thing. I think Frederick Heckland missed 7 in a row. Could have got him right back in it.
That's 4 in a row now for Midland.
Corey Petoskey picks up his 1st foul. As Rory gathers the troops. Bo Beck can just sit and watch. His team trailing by 7. Both teams having problems from the stripe here late in overtime. Quickly, Petoskey for 3, the floating 3. Can't get it to go, and they're fighting for it out of bounds. Midland will keep it.
So again, Rory Hermson just turned and walked the other way. They don't want any fouls at this point.
Foul goes on Lance Friesen, number 3.
Five straight in the overtime now that Midland's missed from the free throw line. Man.
That's 6. And we're heading back the other way for more free throws. 16 seconds left. The lead is 7.
Pretty much pencil Freeman in. And you just don't see very many 95 to 88 boys games.
Especially in a state tournament. Yep. But it's been an entertaining one. Friesen hits the first. It's Lance Friesen's 10th point here in the overtime period.
6 out of 6 from the line. He's just been great. Along with Freeman for Freeman.
Time's ticking away. 1 and out for Midland. They'll foul again.
They did wave that second free throw off for Freeman for a violation. The #1 team in the state is coming up next, Castlewood. If you haven't seen them, stay tuned. Speaking of well-rounded powerhouse teams, they are one this year. They take on Iroquois.
Dustin Cheddar will step in the line for 2. Hits the first one. Just 4 points. As the Freeman starters get a big hand, as Rory Hermson unloads the bench, and Cheddar knocks them both down. 98-88. The late 3 won't go, and that's how we will end it. Midland a winner, or Freeman beating Midland to advance to tomorrow's semifinals. Freeman will play the winner of the game coming up next between Castlewood and Iroquois. Leading the way for Freeman tonight, Mike Preheim with 25. Brett Scherschlick added 20. And we'll run down the scores coming up here in a little bit, plus have your player and play of the game right now. Tom Neiman standing by with head coach Roy Hermson. Tom?
That was a long overtime for you guys, but you got the job done, huh? Refuse to lose. That's the motto been all year. You know, we've been in this situation I don't know how many times, and these kids just refuse to lose. That's just the motto.
Preheim had a big game for you. I mean, you had a bunch of guys step up. It just was somebody else as the game went along, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. You know, we just got so many athletes. Scherschlick, the first half, carried us. They went out with the zone, and some of the other kids picked it up. It was just a wild one.
Hey, thanks for a great ball game. That was fun to watch.
Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow night, Rory. Willie?
All right, thanks, Tom. Time to take a look at our play of the game. Dakota Care play of the game. And it would have to be undoubtedly the game-tying shot to send this one into overtime. And right there it is, the 3 from the corner by Mike Preheim sent the game into overtime, where Freeman eventually won. That's your Dakota Care play of the game. And once again, Freeman a 98-88 winner in overtime over Midland. We'll come back after this short timeout. Back to Aberdeen and the State Bees after this.